authentic graduate and student of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. Mr. President, this morning or afternoon, again, you speak the truth, you die. You lie, you die. Melaye, Daniel, Dino have decided to speak the truth and die. Mr. President, I want to ask this rhetorical question. Can a court process stop any arm of government from carrying out a constitutionally stipulated responsibility? That is the question here. Mr. President, what we have from the Attorney General of the Federation is an insult on the institution of the National Assembly and precisely the Senate. I ask again, where did the Attorney General of the Federation, whom we screen on this floor, derive his powers from to authorize, direct the Senate or suggest to the Senate how to carry out a constitutional mandate given by the Constitution? The Attorney General has no such powers to suggest to us, to direct us, to motivate us, or even imply by inference on how we should carry out this is the first time in the history of Black Africa that any Attorney General will have the temerity, the guts to write the Senate and suggest to her how she should run her activities. Mr. President, I also want to remind my colleagues, what we have is not a court injunction, is not a court order. It's a court process, mere process, filed in a court by a third party. And you want us, because somebody rushed to court, to file a process, then we should abandon our constitutional responsibility, then to carry out, to stop what we are doing. It is another dark day for democracy. Mr. President, the integrity and the independence of the legislature, more than ever before, is again on the line. I ask my colleagues, what will you do about it? This afternoon, Mr. President, we have a rule in the Senate. Our rule says that a matter that is already in court cannot be discussed here. But our rule did not say a matter that we are considering in the process of consideration. Somebody, after a resolution of the Senate, somebody now went to court. Mr. President, this will also bring us to the reason why I conclude that the Controller General of Customs is not even fit to be the Controller General of Customs. Mr. President, today I draw inspiration from the Public Service Rules, Guidelines for Appropriation, Promotion and Discipline, Pension Reform Act 2004. And Mr. President, I refer you to Section 8. Section 8, 020810(1). If I have your permission, I want to read.
Go ahead.
It says...
Put on your mic.
Sorry, Mr. President, before I read. I need to inform and educate the public that the position of the Controller General of Customs is a rank. And by extension, anyone occupying that office is a civil servant. Anybody in that office is a public servant. And this is the pension, this is Public Service Rules. And that one reads, the compulsory retirement age for all grades in the service, including the custom service. He said the compulsory retirement age for all grades in the service shall be 60 years or 35 years of pensionable service whichever is earlier. And I put it to this chamber that Ahmed Ali is above 60, far above 60. So by the provisions of the Pension Reform Act and the Public Service Rules, he is not qualified to hold the position of the Controller General of Custom. And we are in a democracy where we have a president on May 29th, 2015, a man of honor and integrity, told Nigerians that one of the fundamental objectives of his government shall be the respect for the rule of law. Now there is a test. There is a test. The president has a choice to choose between the rule of law and Ahmed Ali. We will see what will happen. There is another provision by regulation in 2012 that forbids Ahmed Ali from becoming the Controller General of Custom. The president may so wish, if he desired the service of Ahmed Ali, today appoint him as sole administrator. But by these provisions of this law and this rule, he cannot even occupy that office. Mr. President, we are a responsible society. The Senate, I came to this Senate because there's integrity, because I believe there will be independence of the legislature. But if we begin to have interference with our activities and orchestrated moves to stop us from conducting our constitutional mandate, Mr. President, it will not work. No amount of blackmail, no amount of rhetorics, no amount of name calling will stop us from exercising our constitutional duty. Enough is enough.